Okay.
So I was saying, right now we're studying the Old Testament, and we are studying the commandments to show how God handed his people, Israel, the commandments, the holy commandments, and that the holy commandments are that which establishes how we sin. And we know that sin is a transgression of the law, so we're teaching the children the law so that when they do come to know Jesus Christ, that they will know that he took away the penalty, which is death, for breaking the law. So we are learning the law and the 10 Commandments.
Ah. How do you simplify that for children?
We go through the 10 Commandments, commandment by commandment, and we talk about them, about not to bow down to statues and to put God first in our life. And to do that, it's more than a religion. It is it's life itself, that putting God first is life itself. So we're teaching them that to the best of our ability.
When did you get saved?
Saved back in 1981. As a 6-year-old, I was told Santa Claus didn't exist, and so then I said, well, I said, neither does Jesus, and my parents about had a nervous breakdown at that point.
Can you tell me who did this? I mean, who witnessed to you?
My parents witnessed.
Did you understand what it meant when you were at that age?
Oh, absolutely, most definitely. Yeah, I would think that basically I was taught that there was a creator of heaven and earth, and that this creator came and he died for us, for our sins.
If you would be in heaven, what is the question that you would ask God about the Bible, about his word? Some of the things that you don't understand in the Bible.
Am I an Edomite or am I an Israelite? Am I one of the 12 tribes of Israel or am I a Gentile? Because I really don't know.
And you, ma'am, if you're in heaven, what question are you going to ask God? Are there some things that you cannot quite comprehend? You have very beautiful dimples, ma'am.
Well, probably ask him what happens to the babies that died. You know,
To the pagans that died.
Babies, not pagans.
Babies.
Yeah, babies. You said pagans.
Sir?
We know what happens to the
I know.
pagans, but unfortunately.
Because they don't know any better yet.
Anyway, do you know what an Ebenezer is?
An Ebenezer?
Uh-huh.
Like an Ebenezer Scrooge? No, I don't know. What's an Ebenezer?
It's somewhere in Samuel, 1 Samuel or something. It's supposed to be like a big rock that signifies God's guidance, something like that.
Just reading Samuel about the book of Jasher the other day.
Okay, Jazer, how do you spell that?
Jasher. It talks about the events recorded about the judges are also in the book of Jasher, which is a human book. It's not a God-inspired book, but it's a human history book, basically.
Oh, okay.
It's interesting.
I mean, who is a biblical character that fascinates you, inspires you?
David.
David, okay. Because?
Because he was a man after God's own heart.
Beautiful. And for you, sir?
For me, it would probably have to be the Apostle Paul, because if you look at Paul's life, what Paul did is Paul went from his people, the true Jews, to the Gentiles, and even while he was with the Gentiles, he was still searching out the Jews, because Paul writes about that the tree that was originally made, that God made, that the Jews were cut off because they didn't accept the Messiah. He brought the Gentiles, grafted them into the tree, and he says, how much more likely is God, since he cut off the original branches, how much more likely will he be to cut off these branches that really don't even belong? And so it just goes to show that Paul was just so gracious in his ministry that he not only did he try to minister to his brothers who were amongst the heathen, but he was also reaching the heathen as well, which were the Gentiles at the time, because they were unclean people. So the amount of grace that Paul had, because remember, Paul started killing, he was killing folks who were talking about the Lord Jesus Christ. And so then he went out to minister to them, and for him to do that, go into the heathen and bring the gospel to them is just, I mean, his love just must have been just amazing for people. So.
That is cool. You see that?
That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Do you have enough time for all this?
Yeah, it's a 7-hour Genesis.
Go look in Genesis 48 and 49, and it gives the prophecies about the 12 tribes of Israel in the last days. Israel gives the prophecies. He tells each tribe what they're going to do and where they're going to be and what their lot is during the last days. So Genesis 48 and 49. Go check it out. It's very interesting.
Thank you. She's so pretty. She's got those two beautiful dimples there. Oh my goodness. Oh,
Welcome. I need to film you.
Hi, are you from?
I'm from Waco, Texas.
Waco. Hi. My name is Rosella Gordon.
Nice to meet you, Ms. Osama.
Good to meet you. I'm Cindy.
We're from San Diego.
Yeah, that's fine. Just send it to me.
Are they all here?
Amen. Looking forward to that. Thank you.
San Diego, California. She
how are
liked the
you?
movie. And I'm just gonna take a picture.
I'm glad you liked it. Tell me your name.
I produced that.
So did you attend the academy, ma'am? Attend the
I
academy?
did go to the academy. We work provision for them now.
So are you?
By Chico, California. I don't know if and I don't know if you've ever heard of the Institute for Creation Research.
Yes.
ICR.
Yes.
My husband was the radio producer for there for
Oh.
many years. And
Oh.
from there, we started a kids radio program that's based on creation art, and now that's what he does full time. He writes and produces that. So that's what we do, and he can do that from anywhere. My family lives up in Paradise, and his dad lives just close. So it's a way to be close to our family.
So he does production for children?
Yeah, it's a radio program called Jonathan Park, and he has different adventures, and it's like, I don't know if you ever watched Adventures in Odyssey or listened to that on the radio. It's like that. It's an audio adventure. All our actors still come from San Diego. We hired them there. They're all Christians, and then we produce that, and it goes on radio stations all around the nation.
So do we have it in San Diego?
Diego is the hardest market because it's just Cape. It used to air on family radio.
And hi, my name's Greg Harris here at the San Antonio Independent Christian Film Festival, an organization that is making it possible for filmmakers of all ages to get involved in the industry and produce culture-changing movies and films, whether for television or for the internet. And we've found that just the opportunity to encourage one another and to see some great movies, great films. You're going to see some of these in the theaters, and others will be coming around to the churches in the near future. So I hope you will pray for this. It's in its infancy, but it's well worth investing in.
I wrote down.
As you see these films such as Fireproof and the film Expelled, these are two very well-known films. They are competitors here in the festival this weekend. God bless you, and keep building the kingdom
May I ask
of
you a
God.
question? This is the film that you just watched?
We just watched, I watched the movie The Widow's Mite, which was done by a family and their friends. It was a story about saving a widow from losing her home because of taxes being raised because of commercial development. So it was an excellent way of getting an important message across to the American people that innocent people are being hurt by unjust laws of taxation.
Have you voted yet?
No, I haven't voted yet.
How do you like this film? What is this film you watched?
It was called The Widow's Mite, M-I-G-H-C. And then I've also watched The Secrets of Jonathan Speary, which was an excellent film set in the 1970s about how one man can make a difference in the lives of young people simply by opening his home and sharing the gospel and teaching them to study the Bible.
Hidden snares often take us unawares, and our hearts are made to bleed for some thoughtless word or deed. And we wonder why the test when we try to do our best, but we'll understand it better by and by.